Policenauts. Good stuff. Policenauts. So yeah, the cover art doesn't care about showing you who the bad guy is. So when you see him on the start of Act 1 on board the spaceship, you already know he's going to be the main bad guy. I mean, you have Gates and you have Tokugawa, but the iconic evil guy here is Redwood on the right. And you also like, okay, he has like his hand is bandaged. And then you hear he has white blood. You're like, okay, yeah, it's this guy. You spend the entire game. It's amazing how the game keeps allowing you to guess the stuff before it happens, which is satisfying, and still manages to surprise you every now and again. I'm enjoying, like, the narrative is really different, and very good pacing and everything else. You know what? I was just thinking about the guns on this cover art. Hang on. Let me pull it up for myself. If you look really closely, the guns they are holding are different. Because Redwood uses a lift gun. The main character uses a recoil gun. It's such a small, tiny detail. I just noticed the guns are different. Slightly. Because they have to be. Amazing. The attention to detail and everything is phenomenal. Anyway, I'm gonna move over here. I'm gonna turn it on. I'm gonna restart the capture because it breaks. So I'm gonna make sure that it's proper and everything. I'm relieved that the saves are working because I had to like replace the batteries on the Saturn and everything. I have very little experience with that aspect of the Saturn because I didn't grow up with one. From Konami. Yeah, like I've mentioned plenty of times, when I was younger, I would rent a game and you would say Konami, usually for the SNES, and I would be like, okay, because I was too young and dumb to realize I could just look at the box before renting to see who made the game. But I would get home, it would say Konami or Capcom, and I would be like, okay, it's a good weekend. Or Square. When I started the game up and it said Squaresoft, I would be like, fuck yes. But then if I turned it on and it said something like Ocean or US Gold, I would be, well, that was a waste of a rental. I know some people are fans of Ocean games, I freaking hate them. Act 5, Lunar. Searching for Kenzo Hojo at Lorraine's request, Jonathan is framed by Tokugawa and Gates for Hojo's murder. Having traveled to the moon plant in disguise to clear Jonathan's name, Jonathan and Ed encounter Salvatore. Wait! We haven't yet. The two listen to Salvatore's explanation of the facility. They must be hiding something. Unless Salvatore... No, okay, maybe Salvatore is the guide. But... I don't know. We just got to the moon, so I don't know if this is telling stuff that's still going to happen instead, but... it's okay. Yeah, this might be Salvatore. Yeah, okay, no. Okay, alright. Little round dude. Let me start the timer. Here we go. There, Salvatore. We can't let him catch us. Let's stay toward the back. I can't talk to him. Let me look around. These are Tokugawa shareholders. Must have a lot of free time if they can afford to come to a place like this. Those are solar parabolic mirrors for generating electricity. They provide a good chunk of the energy we use here. This is Salvatore talking, actually. The moon takes about 27 days to orbit the Earth, so they operate for the 14 or so days of sunlight here, changing their angles according to the position of the sun. That's the staff quarters. The buildings here are constructed out of concrete made from lunar regolith. Concrete's an excellent material. It offers protection from cosmic rays, it insulates, and is durable. Concrete made from lunar regolith is over twice as strong as any concrete made on Earth. And now I realize that, yeah, Salvatore, like, okay, he was working for Tokugawa, but he was working on the moon. What is this? We are presently not using that factory for manufacturing purposes. Right. You're using to extract organs. The tank is used for storing substances such as liquid hydrogen and liquid nitrogen. Is that like a launch thing? That's the mass driver giant catapult driven by linear motor. To put it simply, it launches payloads towards L2 at speeds of over 2.4 kilometers per second. That object that looks like a track is an acceleration rail that launches linear motor cars, also called buckets. The rail is almost 7 kilometers long. Fascinating. Honestly. It doesn't use any liquid hydrogen or liquid oxygen for fuel, so it's more economical than rocket-based transportation. The materials are caught by a mass catcher at L2. The synchronization of the moon's sidereal rotation and revolution periods means the Earth is always visible from here. Being able to see Earth, or home, as it's often called, is a comfort for those who work on the moon. Okay, let's start talking to him. Excuse me, can I ask a question? Yes, you back there. Nice to see someone finally has a question. Go ahead, ask anything you want. Alright. What about the plant? Plant's location. Welcoming Zolfair, greetings to you. The Tokugawa moon plant is located on the near side of the moon in the Plato crater, which is itself situated on the northern shore of Mare Imbrium, the moon's second largest mare. Mare Imbrium means Sea of Rains. The Plato crater is approximately 100 kilometers in diameter, with a smooth floor widely known as one of the darkest places on the moon. What about the moon itself? Oh shit. Energy. I forgot, each of these is like a bunch of shit. The plant is powered by solar energy as well as helium-3 nuclear fusion. I can imagine Kojima starting to write this part of the game and he's like, okay, let's sit down. We are on the moon base. We need to carefully describe how everything works. Like, absolutely everything. Make sure that people don't think I'm just half-assing my way through making the game. Like, how is it built? Where does the energy come from? I'm gonna cover everything. Alright? The plant is powered by solar energy as well as helium-3 nuclear fusion. And for those of you who haven't been here, that asterisk means we can go into an encyclopedic entry and read about helium-3. We gather solar energy through the parabolic mirrors you were looking at. Helium-3 is almost non-existent on Earth, but is found in relatively large quantities here on the moon. We are able to produce 1 kilo of helium-3 from 100,000 tons of lunar regolith. Good old details. Yeah, no, I'm not complaining, it's just fascinating, because it feels like a lot of work. I mean, I still... If you're playing a modern game and like you have like this encyclopedia to the side and you can read like details regarding the game, that already feels extra. This is just like someone having fun writing this stuff. It's not necessary at all. But you know, it makes for a better game. It's more fleshed out. What about the base operations? There are numerous minerals found in abundance, English, sorry, on the moon, such as ilmenite, for example. We mine and process these, and what we don't use here is exported to Earth and space colonies such as beyond. Nearly all the materials used to construct the plant have come from lunar resources. After processing, the minerals are exported via the mass driver you are looking at. Ask about operations. No, the staff. The employees we have working here include computer engineers, geologists, astronomers, physicists, biologists, chemists, space medical scientists, doctors, architects. Space medical scientists, space doctors. Everything is space like Mass Effect. Yeah, I was thinking of Doom Eternal that has kind of like a mini novel spread throughout a bunch of pages you gather throughout the campaign. I was kind of invested in that thing by the end. It was so entertaining. And again, I've talked at length about Lost Odyssey, how it has like all those small stories that are just text only. And I spent so much time reading through those, man. I'm sure there's like a book in Japan that has those collected. I should get it, if there's a translation. And security officers such as myself, we are all employees of the Tokugawa group. Oh, he is a security officer, okay. Ask about the plant factories. We have a total of 7 factories in the moon planet number from 1 through 7. 7 is where the fun happens. Each factory manufactures a variety of moon-related products around the clock. Number 7 factory, yes, let's ask about that one specifically.
さっきポインティングしてた工場のことですか。ああ、あそこは採掘した鉱石などをしまっておく倉庫だったんです。あそこの露天掘りは枯れてるんでしょう。ベニウムさんもね。よくご存知ですね。以前の話ですよ。今は閉鎖されています。汚染廃棄物の捨て場になっています。今は第6工場までしか稼働していません。それはそうと。 あなたの音声出力は少し変ですね。後で係の者に言ってください。
Yeah, we are masking our voices so they don't recognize us, which is something we learned from Tadashi. Ishida. Is there a Tadashi in this game? Ishida, that... I don't know why I find those names to be like... They're not, but they're like... What's the name of that thing where you change the order of the letters? It feels like that. It isn't. I don't know why. I'll try and answer any questions to the best of my ability. Just know that there are certain areas I can't touch upon for confidentiality reasons. Thank you in advance for your understanding. Okay, I've asked about that. Let's ask about the moon data. The moon's radius is 1738 kilometers, or 1/4 of Earth's. Its average distance from Earth is 385,000 kilometers. I can see Kojima going to the library and just writing all this shit down. And you guys, did you know how far away the moon is from the Earth? And everyone is sitting there working on the computers programming the fucking game, man. Yes, Mr. Kojima-san. You're gonna put that in the... Is that important for the game? Yes, of course it is! What do you mean? And then he makes a mental note, I have to put that in there somewhere. Yes, sir, Mr. Kojima-san. Eat berries. Got a cramp for programming day. And it orbits... Yeah, the distance between the moon and the Earth does vary during the rotational, like the translation. I don't know what it's called. As it spins around the Earth. Just like the distance between the Earth and the Sun varies, which is why we have an equinox and we have 2 equinoxes and 2 solstitiums. Space is fun. I'm always itching to play through Kerbal Space Program again. I learned so much about orbits from that game. And it orbits at a speed of just 1 kilometer. If you haven't played Kerbal Space Program, you probably should. This one time I was trying to intercept an asteroid to do some mining. And I don't know where the asteroid is, like I can't see it because it's like very far away, but I have all these markers and these things and I'm trying to line up my mining ship to intercept it. And I'm like, okay, I'm on the same route. I'm keeping up with speed. Okay, I think it's coming from over there. Let me adjust. And I'm looking at the instrument. Like, okay, I think I have everything set to intercept it. Now let me see how much faster is that asteroid moving compared to my ship. And as I think that, the asteroid comes in and just deletes my ship. Just goes across it. It was traveling much faster. I didn't realize I had to like try to match the speed or something. I thought I had time for that. They just deleted my ship. There goes the asteroid. Oops, and the ship as well. That game is so much fun. It orbits it at the speed of just over 1 kilometer per second. Its gravity is 1/6 of Earth's and its mass 1/81st. Ask about the moon's surroundings. To the far southeast you will find Mar Tranquillitatis, or Sea of Tranquility, Mar Tranquillitatis, where astronauts Armstrong and Aldrin landed near the equator with Apollo 11. The footprints they left behind have been preserved and are now a famous tourist destination. What about the moon development? You accidentally shot yourself in front of that asteroid. There's so much stuff that can happen in Kerbal Space Program. And everything flows so naturally. I started building this space station and I would bring in more modules and plug in. It was so much fun. I'm due to do another playing segment on that game. It's a fucking shame that the second one is bullshit and bullshit of nothingness. It's been over 70 years since the first Apollo landing and over 30 years since man returned to the moon and completed the first manned moon base, located in the Oceanus Procellarum, or Ocean of Storms. Going by the 5-stage plan for lunar development proposed by German space engineer Dr. Kraft Erich, have finally arrived at the 4th stage as it attempts to expand manufacturing capabilities and improve the living environment on the moon. What about the spacesuits? The spacesuits you're all wearing are semi-hard. That's Kojima developing this game is always semi-hard. Extravehicular mobility units are EMUs made from materials such as aluminum alloys and stainless steel. The composition allows the suit's internal pressure to be set at 0.7 bar, thus reducing the depressurization time on spaceships and space bases. Ask about important points. In the interest of safety, please do not go near any of the restricted areas. Number 7 factory is particularly dangerous due to the contaminated materials stored inside. Yeah, that's exactly where we want to go. As the plant contains sensitive business information, the use of cameras, video recorders, or virtual recorders is not permitted anywhere inside the facility. Yeah, okay. You may find the suit somewhat difficult to move in, but various parts like the arms, legs, and boots are made out of materials such as polyester and urethane resin, which I think helps keep any real discomfort to a minimum. Second Kerbal devolved into a party drinking game to have the most hilarious wreck possible. Yeah, but there are better options for that, right? Are there games that do what KSP does? Like, that were released after it? Because if there are, I should give one of those a shot someday. Also, the soles of your boots and the carpeting inside the plant are both covered with Velcro, making it easier to walk. That's a trademark, you can't say Velcro, Kojima. Expect to hear from my lawyers. I can assure you they're completely safe. Like the outside walls of space colonies on this planet, they are covered with optical fiber. Should any dents or cracks form in the suit, the fiber will bend, activating an alarm. We can prevent any accidents resulting from wear in the metal before they occur. Your EMU is also equipped with a urine collection device as well as a supply of drinking water, though the two ain't connected, haha. What a world there, anyone. You should connect them through a filter. Is that a What a World reference? Instructions can be found on your visor's HUD. Ask about the moon. Origin. There are several theories in regard to the origin of the moon. The giant impact theory states that the moon is the result of a collision between celestial bodies. Then there's the fission theory, which says that the moon was once a part of Earth. There's also the conformation theory, which states that the moon was formed out of the same gas as Earth. Another theory, the capture theory, says that the moon was captured by Earth's gravitational pull. As of now, no theory has been proven correct. Okay, everything has been... Hey, those guys don't let up, do they? Don't keep looking at him, our visor sensors are linked, we'll get suspicious. Yes, I have another question. We can't see any of their faces. I might need to keep talking. Our windows are reinforced with 3 layers of 2-inch thick lead glass to help protect against the high levels of cosmic radiation here. Man, that model of the Tokugawa building captured every detail of the real thing. Maybe the ones just attracted to the Earth. I don't know, man, the Earth sounds to me like an abusive partner. I can break the glass. If I were the moon, I would stay away. This glass can't be broken with your bare hands. It isn't like what you see in them old sci-fi movies. At the very least, you would need some sort of tool to break it. Okay, can I get a tool? I want a tool to break. I can pull my gun. What about my gun? Can I get my gun? Can I shoot the glass? Mind if I ask another question? You again? Sure. It's considerable distance to the nearest base, so you could say we're pretty isolated here. The only way to get here is by Alasem from a lunar orbiting space station. Okay. Helium-3 nuclear fusion, unlike conventional nuclear fusion, is a virtually clean process that doesn't give off any secondary radiation. Then why do you have a factory dedicated to store radioactive devices? The moon, with its low gravity, ultra-low temperature, and high vacuum sterile environment, allows us to manufacture made-on-the-moon drugs and other products with very high purity. We've also been charged with overseeing various life science experiments. Since no organisms naturally exist here, there's no risk of contamination. And its vacuum environment also eliminates the possibility of a biohazard occurring. We carry out such non-production related operations under the watchful eye of the United Nations Committee on the Peaceful Uses of Outer Space. Okay. I have a little under 60 employees total. We're inspected by the UN twice a year, but apart from that, it's just us here. There are no intervening government organizations. Convenient. The insides of the factories all contain sensitive business information, so I'm afraid I'm unable to show you inside any of them. For instance, I'm sure you are aware that the very effective helium-3 purification process in use here is a patent of the Tokugawa Group. It's no longer being used for production. Even so, I'm unable to show you inside. You'll have to settle for looking at it from here. Moon data. The on the moon is equal to 27 days and 7 hours on Earth, taking nearly 1 month to complete a full rotation. The radius, distance... Yeah, he's cycling through that information. To the west of here, you can see the beautiful Sinus Iridon, which translates to Rainbow Bay. You're very interested in the moon, ain't you? Yes, I guess. Located just to the south is Archimedes crater. A city that will house some 10,000 people is currently under construction there. It's scheduled to be completed in about 10 years' time. If a lunar city can be successfully completed, we'll be witnessing the birth of a new paradigm. However, development on the far side of the moon is a different story. At present, it is only used for such purposes as housing radio telescopes. If a lunar city, okay. Origin. If development on the moon advances to the point where we can conclusively determine its internal composition, a definitive answer should finally emerge. We should, I'm talking about real life, we should just send a giant drill to the moon and just poke it all the way through the other side. And, like, do something fun with that, I don't know. Like, hook up a fishing line to Earth and start pulling it back. Your EMU is also equipped to the 39, okay, we saw that. When I explained about the glass here a moment ago, I said there's no need to worry about cosmic radiation. We can indeed avoid direct sunlight here because the plant is located at the bottom of the crater. However, should you find yourself elsewhere during the solar maximum, please be sure to avoid any direct sunlight. There is a real danger of high-level radiation exposure. Just poke it. Yeah, just... Earth-sama, what are you doing? Does the plant contain sensitive business information? The use of yes. Okay, I've exhausted dialogue. Hey, these guys don't let up, do they? Nani? No loss of energy. They collect more energy than mirrors. Also use solar energy, making the concrete used for construction here. Remember, I touched upon how I use the solar energy when I explained about the energy the plant runs on. Okay.
徳川月面工場について十分ご理解されたことと思います。出発の時間です。次の LSM 便は1ヶ月先となりますので、お乗り遅れのないようにお願いします。またの機会に、旅を。
Oh, we're gone. He was distracted by all the talking.
LSM が月周回ステーションへ帰っていく。
これでもう帰れないぞ。アルキメデスクレーターまで歩いていくわけにはいかん。覚悟はいいな。
LSM が向こうに着くまで乗客のチェックはない。それまで俺たちは自由に行動できる。
やはり第7工場だ。あそこが怪しい。
さっきもサルバトーレの応対がおかしかったしな。北条の死体は第7工場に送られたことになっていたんだ。
さあ、第7工場を調べに行こ
The cigarette inside the space helmet.
う。中央案内所だ。閉めたぞ。誰もいないようだ。
I need to find a tool to break the... Can I throw this here? Look! This is made out of paper! Okay, no, I can't use that to break. Yeah, the moon has 1/6 the gravity of home, so materials don't need to be as strong. Paper suffices. It's a paper table. It's a paper table. Have you lost your mind? What would be the point in breaking the glass? Well, we break it, we go through it, we get to the factories right there. Okay, let me move to the factory. Okay, there is an option to move straight to the factory. Okay, that's easier then.
おい、エンプスだ。なんでエンプスが月面に？
エンプスだ。
AP がいるってことだ。あれは月面用に改造されてるようだがな。
ますます怪しいな。民間の企業がエンプスを警備に使用してるなんて。何が閉鎖中の倉庫だ。サルバトーレのやつ。
Salvatore. It's the Tokugawa crest. They've even got it here. At the... It says contaminated area, no entry. Something doesn't pass the smell test, does it? It's the entrance to the number 7 factory. The door is closed. There should be a lock system somewhere. Hey, here it is, the door's lock system. It's the same as the one at Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals.
北条の ID カードはゲイツに没収された。
心配するな。俺が BCP からくすねてきた。
Convenient.
ジョナサン、扉が開いたぞ。
Space, none can smell you fart. You can. It just stays trapped in your spacesuit. Man, that's the thing, right? The astronauts on that walked on the moon were or probably have had their suits full of farts by the time they came back. That must be the hardest part of the entire mission. Like you can't exactly like light a match inside your suits to fix that. You don't mind your own brand. I would, but I'm glad you're comfortable doing that.
中に入るぞ。
My own brand.
よし、中に入った。表のハッチを閉めるぞ。
さあ、正面の扉を開けるぞ。
待て。もう少しで減圧が終わる。OK だ、オールグリーン。
オールグリーン。
何があるかわからん。ヘルメットはかぶったままで行こう。
賛成だ。顔を見られたくないしな。
It is always dark. Suspense. Anticipation. Storytelling.
これは
バイオモートの山だ。
エド、ハードスーツに内蔵されているバーチャルレコーダーを回せ。ビヨンドへ帰って BBC へ渡す。
わかった。
エド、一体奴らは何を？
北条の死体を探そう。 VTR に収める。月資源を探査するときに使うものだ。ある程度の立証にはなるはず。
They're all... It reminds me of the last chapter on Snatcher. All these vats full of bodies. But these are actual dead people kept together artificially. And it's disturbing because they're all upside down. I don't think, like, of course we see vats with bodies in works of fiction, but I think this is the... I don't recall ever seeing them upside down like this. Complete experiments on the T-virus. Yeah, I mean, the obvious explanation is that they're harvesting organs, but I still don't get why they would bother bringing them all the way to the moon, harvest the organs and send the organs back. I think that's way too much work.
北条の死体はこれか？
脳死状態の死体だ。通常静死体、バイオモードとか心死体、ネオモードとか言われている。
脳の機能は停止しているが、人工呼吸器や生命維持システムで死体を生かしているんだ。
Now this is like a really good scene with a good mood for the song. It's likely just the right amount of disturbing, and it's not even like shocking. Like when you get to this point of the game, you kind of expect to find this here, and it's just such amazing pacing.
ジョナサン、デイブだ。
Fuck. Oh god.
デイブ！
ほら、エド、腎臓を摘出した跡がある。保護してあるが、BCCH で見た腎臓を刈り取った跡だ。
刈り取った臓器は人工臓器が代役を果たしているようだ。
この状態でどこまで組織を生かせられるんだ？
普通脳死状態でほっとくと3日から4日後に心停止に至るんだが、昇圧剤、利尿剤などの延命剤の投与で心停止を引き延ばせるらしい。
Why would they bother hooking him up with artificial kidneys to keep him alive longer? Why not just pull the organs out and be done with it? There has to be a crazy explanation. I'm really looking forward to it.
残るは北条。それじゃあ北条の死体はこっちか。
These people were all young. They must be used in the biomorphs for preserving organs. Really like a storage for organs? Yes, that. So what would they use Victor's body for? He's past the age limit for donation? No idea. Let's check out the other bodies. You think Hojo's really here? They look like they're alive in there. Well, that's technically true. Their cells aren't dead after all. Where do you think Hojo's body is? Look at them desecrating the dead like this. Should we take a look at the ones in the back too? Get the feeling ain't gonna be any prettier. Where do you think Hojo's body is? I don't know, I'm looking. Those bastards. Let's check out the other bodies. I think Hojo's really here. I don't know, I'm trying to look. You feel like beats of this song were adapted for Metal Gear Solid? That's very possible.
見ろ、臓器が傷つかないようにわざと狙いを外して打ち込んである。ビクトルの言った通りだ。奴らは北条のバイオモートを使ってお前をはめたんだ。
手際がいいな。死体をトリックに使い、すぐさま回収してバイオモートとしてここに保管している。
ビヨンドを探しても見つからんはずだ。北条はここにずっといたんだ。
立証できるか？
VTR だけではどうかな。今の技術じゃ VTR の細工は簡単だからな。
細工ができるということは細工を見破る技術も進歩してるってことだ。
ああ、このバーチャルレコーダーは画像だけでなく各種のセンサーデータも同時に収録できるしな。
この映像は彼には見せられん。
Look at them, okay. Okay, do I move to the back? No, I don't want to leave. I don't want to save. The stairs lead up to a second floor. There's even more up there. I can't... Okay, just... What are you talking about? This is what we came all the way here for. Not scared, are you? No, but I don't know what to do here. I can't move forward, I can't move up. Are these life support machines? Yeah. These machines keep the bodies alive as biomorphs. Artificial respirators, hearts, lungs, kidneys, each body is connected to a life supporting system matching its specific needs. And then it's all controlled by computer. It's all computers all the way down, chat. Jesus. If we disconnected these people would finally be free. How come you know so much about all this? It's not a hobby or anything. When Catherine got sick, I acquired it all naturally. You are perfectly drinking a beer called the Elysium Space Dust. I'm sure it's awesome, but that's a fucking pretentious name for a beer. That's right, I forgot. Sorry.
なんてこった。幼児の死体まである。
ひどいこと。あのモニターは証券取引所のようだ。わかったぞ。徳川はビヨンドやホームからバイオモートをこの月に集め、全宇宙へ向けての臓器密売を行っていたんだ。
ここにあるバイオモートは商品である臓器や組織を保存する容器ってわけだな。
北条が行方不明になったのも、デイブの死体が消えたのも、バイオモートとして臓器密売に利用するためだったんだ。
Okay, so it is. So it is just storing organs for sale. It's nothing more complicated than that.
王女もデイルも商品のストックにされた。
On the black market
ビク
probably
トル
is.
も送られてくる。
Or maybe, you know, even like
石田の言いかけたもっと恐ろしいことっていうのは臓器密売のことだったんだ。
俺たちは目先のことしか見てなかった。
or maybe even like to some kind of laundering to turn those into like
奴らが
legally
隠そうと躍起になっていたのは
legally
マークの
acceptable
件ではなくこのことだったんだ。
この
organs.
通りだ、ジョナサン。
誰だ？
しばらくぶりだな、ジョナサン、エド。こんなところで会えるとは思わなかったよ。
その声は。
そうだ、私だよ。
Watashi da yo.
ようこそお二人さん、月世界セレノスフェアへ。
Salvatore.
サルバトレ。貴様も徳川の犬とはな。
ここで何をしてる？
見ての通りさ、ホームやビヨンドからバイオモートを買い取り、ここで保存。我々の臓器配分ネットワークとリンク、電話一本で全世界への臓器
Yeah,
提
mostly
供を
black
行っ
market.
ている。商品には専門の処理と加工を施してな、そのための専門医を抱えている。どこの国の政府機関もできないことを我々がしている。
臓器の密売用か。
ホームのマフィアや組織にナーコを提供する代わりに彼らから健康な死体をもらう。人身売買、誘拐、殺人。バイオモートの入手方法は彼
Alright,
ら
so the
が
narc
決める。
does play into
地
it.
球で頻発してる幼児誘拐はこのためか。
Which was a thing that started the game, with child kidnappings.
君らが必死になって追っていたナークカプセルは単なる彼らへのサービスの一つに過ぎ。
腑に落ちんな。なぜ黒消しの栽培だけをビヨンドでする？ここで栽培すれば安全なはず。
いい質問だ。この月面では、ここでは黒消しは実をつけるのだよ。黒消しのような繊細な種の栽培は無理だ。重力生物学はまだ現象を説明することしかできない。
それでビヨンド内で栽培を。
サルバトーレ、自分が何をしてるか分かってるのか？
分かってるさ。慈善事業だ。誰もができないことを我々がやってる。もちろん金はいただくがね。宇宙開発の陰にはドラッグと臓器が必要だ。人類は宇宙環境に適応できない。漆黒の宇宙空間、あの孤立感。選ばれて訓練されたものでも頭がおかしくなる。ジョナサン、お前もよく理解できるだろう。薬なしのクリーンな宇宙旅行はせいぜいこの月まで
だ。だから許されるというのか？
たかが麻薬だ。我々は麻薬がなければ生きてゆけんのだ。そして降り注ぐ宇宙船、無重量。人体や遺伝子にさまざまな影響が出る。薬と同様、宇宙開発には臓器のスペアが必要なんだ。
Welcome, Crab Meats.
見よ、このバイオモート。人類のスペア部品だ。宇宙開発で傷つき病んだ我々を救ってくれる。ここは6分の1時。バイオモートの保存にもってこいだ。ホームだと床ずれの心配がある。逆に無重量だと臓器の機能が弱る。まさに月は臓器保存に最適の地なんだ。刈り取った商品は加工した後に月資源に混ぜてマスドライバーで送る。
加工？
臓器移植といっても様々なケースがある。我々は必要な臓器を必要な状態に加工してすぐ移植できるようにしている。 高齢者や感染症を起こしているバイオモート以外は全てここへ送られる。
じゃあなぜビクトルのような高齢者を？
Yeah, it's
バイオモートの利用方法は移植用臓器や血液の保存のみではない。
I could use this
工場
evidence
や
while
ビク
coming
トルの
across.
ような高齢者のバイオモートは希少なホルモンなどの生産や新薬開発用の実験体として使われる。
I like how Kramis is like, okay, these people are dead and
若い
everything,
女の
but
バ
an
イオモ
ass
ー
is
ト
an
は人
ass.
工子宮として子供を産むこともできる。
Jesus
もう
Christ.
代理母の必要もない。北条は特異的な血液型所有者なので血液の生産
Right,
用
we're
に保
gonna
存
get
している。
his organ to save Karen, probably.
全
Gotta clear
世
the
界
open
に
market.
臓器が不足している。毎日のようにニュースではその話題だ。どうだね、宇宙医学のために十分なっているだろう。なあエド、お前も我々の臓器ネットワークの存在を知っていれば女房は助かったのにな。
キャサリン。
宇宙開発とドラッグ、そして将来的なドナーの欠乏、そこにいち早く目をつけたのが徳川だ。奴はこのことを30年前に予測していた。
救世主サルバドール気取りだな。サルバトーレ。
今から30年前、ポリスノーツとしてビヨンドへ派遣された時、徳川からこの計画を持ちかけられた。徳川、ゲイツ、そして私は徳川の財力とコネクション、さらに BCP を操作してビヨンドに君臨する策略を練った。その長期にわたる計画にはエドとジョナサン、お前らのような金と権力に欲のない道徳論者が邪魔だった。
まさかあの事故。
It was.
なんて
I
こと
told you
だ。
guys it was sabotage. There's like 2-3 frames of
30年前のエンプス、
of like a screwdriver disconnecting something. It's gonna show up again now. It's very brief, but it does
徳
hint
川
at
の
it.
命令で私が細工した。
This.
事故後、救助活動を遅らせるようにしたのはゲイツだ。
あれが人為的な事故。
Yeah, I kind of suspected.
しかし貴様が生きていようとはしぶといやつだ。すでに我々の計画は成功し、システムは起動している。今となってはお前らがどう叫ぼうとびくともせんが、徳川を怒らせてしまったからな。始末せねばならん。
サルバトーレ。
エド、ジョナサン、悲しい顔をするな。お前たちを見送った後、すぐにでもお前たちの家族や仲間たちに会わしてやる。あの世でな。
しまった。マークやアナも。
お前ら、プラトークレーターの語源を知ってるか？
ギリシャ神話のプルトン。
そう、プルトンとは止めるものの意味だが、ギリシャ・ローマ神話のプルトンは冥界の神、つまりあの世、ビヨンドのな。我々を象徴するにはぴったりの地名だ。そしてお前たちもこのバイオモートのようにここで眠ることになる。今年者と聖者とをつなぐこのプラトーの地でな。
くそ。エド、ビヨンドへ戻ろう。
そいつに頼ってもダメだ。そこの腰抜けは銃が撃てないんだ。覚悟しろ。
Shooting segment. Yes, yes. Man, these shooting segments are so freaking good. So freaking well made. Here we go. Yes, Necron, it supports the justifier. It also supports the Saturn mouse. It also supports using both at the same time.
死んだ。ジョナサン、長岩で
Down! Yes, welcoming Vampire.
ここを脱出しよ
Salvatore, down で
どうやって
す。
ここを出る？ LSM は来ないぞ。
う。いい考えがある。
聞きたくない。
Think
こういう時のお前の思いつきはろくなことがなかった。
マスドライバーだ。あれに乗ってここ
Oh,
を出る。
what?
やっぱりな。むちゃくちゃな考えだ。
それしか変える方法はない。ひとまずここを出て、中央案内所まで戻ろう。
Sounds like a bad idea. Probably,
ここから
yes.
脱出しよ
I can already see the animation of the guy just as the thing fires them off. He's dead. He'll probably be the next one they put in here. Yeah. But yeah, the music in this game is just phenomenal, of course. Wouldn't expect anything less. I mean, imagine if we
う。ジョ
were...
ナサン、気をつけろ。エンプスのコックピットが閉じてる。
Do I have to shoot them?
まずい。
Probably. Yes, okay. But can I? Okay, that one is dead.
やったぞ、ジョナサン。
Crap.
ひとまずな。
Yes, Vampire, he gets that a lot. What was I saying? Forgot. I think I was talking about the music. I was gonna say something. Yes, I was gonna say I'm so glad we're done with the diarrhea because on these spacesuits it would have been very shitty. Zofar
よし。中央案内所に戻ったぞ。マスドライバーを探そう。
Zofar is everyone's retro buddy. He's done a lot for everyone. Okay, do I move? I can look at it.
あれだ。あれがマスドライバーだ。あれを使って脱出しよう。
Monsieur Driver da. Look to the mass driver.
ジョナサン、外へ出るぞ。わかった。
You helped him out a few times.
駆け
Good
足だぞ
man.
いいな。6分の 1G だ。前傾姿勢をとって小刻みに歩くんだ。
俺も元ポリスノーツだ。うまくやれるさ。火星の3分の 1G よりは楽だ。
Yes, Necring. We're taking this.
これがマスドライバー。ここから L2 のマスキャッチャーやバケットコーンへ向けて月資源を乗せたペイロードがマッハ 7.2 で射出されてる。
マッハなんだって。
秒速 2.4 キロに達した瞬間、電磁誘導トルクによって 100G 近いブレーキがかかってペイロードは射出される。
100G だってそれじゃあ俺たちは G で潰される。
大丈夫。ハイ G ショックポットだ。徳川の大
It's a lifestyle.
バイ
Good.
オモーターを運んでたんだ。安全なは
I
ず。
did imagine, yes, we were talking about the MSX at the time we were around.
眠ってればちゃんと送り届けてくれるさ。
エイド、よくそんなことが言えるな。いつから楽観主義者になったんだ？俺はエンプス事故以来兵所恐怖症なんだ。
分かってるさ。今日で終わりにすればいい。
That's the guideway, the mass driver's acceleration rail. What's controlling everything? Probably that building there. Let's go check it out. It's all controlled by computer, chat. Goddamn computers. There's the mass driver control tower. You can get in one of the pods from there. Getting pod. Vampire Killer, your first MSX card ever. Yeah, we're talking about that. I'm not good enough to beat it without the master Game Master thing from Konami. It's a very fun game. I can't do this, Ed. There has to be some other way. You'll be fine. You're a Policenaut, damn it. You're going without me. I'll stay here. You'll be fine. You're a Policenaut, damn it. Oh, what? I can't do it, Ed. I just can't do it. Trust me, this is our only way back to Beyond. I can't write these kinds of things anymore. You'll be fine. There's no other way. You have to deal with it. Oh shit!
見ろ、あの鉛筆。
鉛筆。
なんで月面に BCP でしか許可されていないロダート型がいるんだ。
徳川は鉛筆の施設部隊を持ってるに違いない。
なんてこったら。反動がある。体を押さえてくれ。
ジョナサン、頼むぞ。
You have to hold him down because it's the moon. What the? Man, that animation is so cool.
Yatta! さすがは貫通だ。
That animation, him coming around. Fuck reinforcements, okay. Don't get our health back. One of them is dead. Nice. Need a light gun, yes. Ramming speed, yeah. Not 7 on the PSX. You'll be playing this with a mouse. You could, yes. I don't have the mouse or the justifier. I only have one gun, and I think it doesn't work. Getting pod, don't get in pod. What happens if I can't save? Getting pod.
エド、本当に大丈夫だろうな。
ジョナサン、早く乗れ。
これに人が乗ったことがあるのか。
これから俺たちが乗るのさ。
よくわかった。
行くぞ、G に備えろ。
やっぱりやめた方がよかった。
もう遅い。生きていたら L2 で会おう。
Light wavelength flares, yes. Ah! Better than a roller coaster. Possibly, yes. Shouldn't have had so many save files. It's fine. Act 6 Biomort. Okay, chat, this might be it. No, Necroing. Metal Gear Solid has Policenauts music, it's the other way around. Alright? He came after this. Goddamn Kojima copying stuff from Kojima.
ようやくたどり着いたな。あれから6日は経つ。
みんな無事だろうか。至急カレンに月でのバーチャルレコーダー映像とセンサーデータのリンクを頼もう。
BBC のバーチャル編集機を使えればいいんだが。
見張りはいないようだ。入ろ
う。They survived, yes.
パパ、大変よ。
マークがどうした？
デカ長見て。これが今朝家に。
やつらマークを。
なんてこった。
I told you the kid is going to talk. Right at the end, he's going to talk.
AMM は30周年記念のイベントでごった返してるわよ。
奴ら俺たちを AMM へおびき寄せて
Yes, Harry.
法的に射殺す
Hello
る
there,
つもり
Stark
だな
doesn't welcome
今
me.
出て行ったら危険よ。彼らの思うツボだわ。
俺一人で行く。奴らマークに何かしてみろ。
Yes, Meryl.
落
Correct.
ち着けエド俺たちが揃って出ていけばマークも助からん。
じゃあどうするんだ。
いい手があるわ。
何？
テレビを使うの。
Yeah, it is. The intro video calls this game the evolution of Snatcher.
なる
So,
ほど。
next generation of
テレ
Snatcher.
ビ中継車とはな。
AMM にも何台か回していたのを思い出したの。
Medium has
AMM 内
BB
の数箇所にカメラをセッティングしてあるわ。これだと外に出なくても監視できるでしょ。 AMM のほとんどの場所はカバーできるはず。
ああ。
Because it is
エド、聞こえるか？
聞こえるぞジョナサン。
メリル、聞こえるか？
is the literal TV station.
奴らを見かけたか？
いえ、まだ見てないわ。でも私服だとわからないわよ。
すぐわかるさ。奴ら顔色がない。
顔色ね。そうだカレンさん、気分はどう？大丈夫、平気よ。ちょっとは良くなったわ。
具合悪いのか？
ジョナサンたちが月に行ってる間に一度倒れて入院したのよ。大変だったんだから。
本当なのか？
いつものことよ。気にしてたら何もできないわ。私のことより今はマークちゃんのことよ。
ああ、そうだな。
ジョナサンいたか？
エド、少しは落ち着けよ。
分かってる。マークを見つけたらすぐ教えてくれ。マークは俺の息子だ。
分かってる。
俺は
エド、しっかりしろ。時間はいくらでもある。エド、結論を急ぐな。いいな、冷静にな。
分かったジョナサン。俺は月面コーナーを見張る。
エドは月には詳しいからな。
バカ言え。
私はロビーへ行くわ。じゃあジョナサン、それじゃあこのモニターの使い方を説明
Yeah, you have the buttons. You have two different screens on each monitor. I realized that.
AMM 内には合計8台のカメラがセットされているの。
Technical
このテ
music.
レビ中継車には中継モニターが4つしかないから同時に4箇所しか見られない。
それで
1台のモニターが2台のカメラから送られてくる映像を掛け持ちしてるわけだから、カメラを切り替えるときはモニターの上にあるカメラのボタン番号を押せばいいわ。見たいカメラナンバーを押すとそのカメラからの映像がモニターに出るわ。簡単でしょ。左上のモニターはロビーに置いてある1番2番のカメラを、右上のモニターはビヨンドコーナーに置いてある3番4番のカメラを、左下のモニターは月面コーナーに置いてある
I already know
5番
where the
6番
kid is. I think.
右下のモニターは探査コーナーに置いてある7番8番のカメラをそれぞれ映しているわ。
映像の違いは？
それぞれ偶数のカメラはロングの映像を映しているわ。
無線はどうやって使う？
エドかメリルさんの映っている画面をクリックすればいいわ。
分かった。
じゃあ始めましょう。
Yeah, Nakarin, that's like the one thing people always say they prefer the originals for, like the original pixel art. But I have to keep in mind that the resolution on the PC98 is much higher than the resolution on the Saturn and consoles of the time. so of course it's going to look better, and it's PC 98 pixel art. It's just out of control anyway. But we do have the voice acting, which is the better. Like, the CG animations are fun but extra. Some of the other stuff is, you know, not necessarily that good, but the voice acting is good enough of a reason to go for this version. They're very fun. The game uses PC 98 high resolution mode. I saw a screenshot. I would be inclined to agree on that. So I'm 99% certain the kid is in here. It's a white shot beyond corner. Yeah, but I think it's here. I think he's in that pod. Everything looks normal. Are you sure? .640 by 400. Yeah, that's pretty much double the resolution on the Saturn. Japan took their voice acting serious, the West on the other hand. Yeah, no, voice acting on video games in the West wasn't reasonable until like middle 2000s, for the most part. With notable exceptions, of course. It used to be very shit. Like, on average, all voice acting in Japan was like nowhere. You know, anime, I guess. Nothing to report right now. I haven't noticed anyone suspicious coming. Meryl's patrolling the lobby. I want to send someone to Beyond. Can I? I don't see anything unusual. Look.
ジョナサン、ビヨンドコーナーのモニターが消えたわ。
なんだ
Mostly shit, yes. Necrain. Technically the PS1, and I think the Saturn as well, technically they can do 480, but as interlaced. So, so you're still gonna not have as much detail, like... Oh, yeah, interlaced, it's a whole thing. I'm not gonna start talking about that, otherwise I'm gonna be here for a while. Okay. Yeah, they're putting the kid in the pod. You only know 2 games that use 640 by 480. Hopefully it was one of the very first times they tried. I need to play Popful Mail games.
エド、ビヨンドコーナーのモニターが消えた。見てきてくれ。
メリルの方が近い。メリルに行かせてくれ。
House of the Dead.
メリル、ビヨンドコーナーのモニターがおかしい。調べてみてくれ。
わかったわ。
I need to play the Wii House of the Dead again. Okay, it's back. Where is she? Here. State of the series too much.
メリル、どうした？
I want to play Tobal #1 as well.
誰かのいたずらよ。カメラにハンカチがかけてあったわ。
ハンカチ？いたずらにしちゃ変だな。
おとりかしら。
メリル、ロビーに戻っておいてくれ。
わかった。一回りしてから帰るわ。
気を抜くなよ。
私が気を抜くのは恋した時だけよ。じゃ。
それじゃ大丈夫だ。
You'll be fine then. Like, okay, they covered it, so they moved the kid in here again. I'm insisting on that. Why does it still look normal?
カメラにハンカチがかけてあったそうだ。
ハンカチ？子供のいたずらだろうか。
エド、注意してくれよ。
わかった。
There's nothing going on here. I'll keep my eyes peeled. See anything from your end? Keeping my eyes open. It looks normal, really. Not unusual. They removed the coral from here. Yeah, it's patrolling the one corner. Looks fine. Don't see anyone who looks like Mark. Yeah, the biker suit. It's definitely him. Yeah.
Edo, いたぞ。どこだ？ビヨンドコーナーだ。メリルと連絡が取れん。エド。わかった。ビヨンドコーナーへ向かう。
There is that ad for Turbo Number 1 that has a very American guy talking about it in the ad, and of course they were just reading it. They don't even know who the guy is or how to say his name, and he goes like, with character designs by Akira Toriyama. And it's just annoying to hear. You can see him with his camera. He's gone. He's gone! Chat, he's gone. He's disappeared from the camera's field of view. Hurry up, Ed, we're gonna lose him. Where did he go? He's not showing up on the other camera either. We're playing, what's the name of that game? Night Trap. Where is he, Jonathan? I lost him. You don't see him anywhere? No, I can't see him. He should be around there somewhere. Okay, well, I'll keep looking. I'm telling you, the kid is in here. Where the fuck is Meryl? Was this guy here before? Oh, here's Meryl. Space trap. There you go.
Meryl, 来たぞ。さっきビヨンドコーナーにいた。
見失ったの。
そっちに行ったかもしれん。気をつけてくれ。
わかったわ。
Someone is gonna die. Just so you guys get mentally. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
マークだ。マークがいたぞ。それにこの宇宙服。石田の着ていたものだ。
よかった。マークちゃん元気そうよ。
エド、マークがいたぞ。ロビーだ。宇宙服の男と一緒だ。マークは無事か？無事だ。メリルをやる。罠かもしれん。いいな。そこで待機してろ。任せたぞ。メリル、マークを発見。宇宙服の男とロビーにいる。急いでくれ。ロビーだ。
他には
2人しか見えない。
分かったわ。ロビーへ向かうわ。
They're gone. Shit. What happened with Mark? He gone. He's so fucking gone. Man, such a simple mechanic and system, whatever thingy here. And I was like, yeah, this is kind of dumb, but now I'm tense again. So effective what they do with this stuff. Meryl, you're late. Shit, he's not showing up anywhere on the monitors. He's in here, Jonathan. Have any idea where he is? Ed, we've lost Mark. He might have headed your way. I don't see him here. Try looking around the cameras. Okay. Shit. Yes, cameras. Shit! Shit!
いたぞ。探査コーナーだ。
マークも一緒だわ。
It's so fucking tense, man. Meryl, come on.
エド、メリル、二人とも聞こえるか。いたか。
どうしたの？
見つけたぞ。探査コーナーだ。探査コーナーへ急げ。
了解。探査コーナーね。すぐ行くわ。
俺も我慢ならん。探査コーナーへ向かう。
待て、エド。
Shit, that's what they want. It's a trap. There he is.
マーク。
エド、まだだ。
No.
後ろにレッドウッドが。
Fuck. Shit.
ジョナサン、どこだ。見てるか。お前の目の前でこいつを殺してやる。
エド、危ない。エド。くそ、奴らめ。
ダメよ、ジョナサン。
Fuck, everything's...
ジョナサン、マークは無事よ。早く救急車呼んで。デカ長が。
ジョナサン、あいつだ。あいつも来る。
It has the same mark.
今度はお前だ。
It has the burn mark from the
救急車を呼んで。ジョナサン。
cigarette.
ジョナサン、ジョナサン、返事して。ジョナサン、ジョナサン。
Fucking hell, man. And the kid has to watch another parent die, shot to death in front of him. Like, how many parents does his kid have to see die right in front of him, man? That's horrible. Progress saved, yes. I might need to delete those save files after I'm done with the game. It's probably taking more space than I expected. I expected to have a limited number of slots. I think you can just keep filling up the memory.
クリス、エドはどうなんだ。
手術はうまくいったみたい。でも意識が戻らないの。しばらくこの ICU で様子を見ないとね。
パパ。
デカ長、できるだけのことはやってみるわ。あとは祈るしかない。
クリス、エドが良くなるまでエドが入院してることは内密に頼む。担当医やナースにも漏らさないように言ってくれ。
分かってるわ。患者の命を守るのが医者の務めよ。
ジョナサン、パパ大丈夫よね。
アナ。
ごめんなさい。私がそばにいながら。
いや、アナ。俺がエドをこの事件に巻き込んだ。エドは嫌がってたんだ。
違うわ、ジョナサン。パパ、いつもジョナサンのこと言ってた。ジョナサンが帰ってきてくれたって生き生きしてた。あんなパパ見るの母さんが死んでから初めて。
エドがそんなことを。
私、パパにうんと長く生きてもらいたい。これまで私、パパに苦労ばかりかけてきたもの。パパ、私のこと気にして再婚もせずに。LS のバックの時だって私無茶な注文してパパを困らせた。
アナ、あれは。
知ってるわ、ジョナサン。
She knows it's fake. She's not.
私嬉しかった。
She's not done.
そんなに私のこと気遣ってくれるなんて。
Mark is
私はパパから本物の愛情をもらったも
going
の。
to be Space Batman. I would
Ara-chan.
watch that.
マークちゃん、パパは心配ないわ。私たちがきっと元気にしてみせるわ。
メリル、あなたたちを頼む。彼の容体を見てくる。どうですか、カレンは。
やっと落ち着いたところです。カレンさんの親族の方ですか。
いや、知り合いです。
彼女、とても危険な状態です。 こんなに無理をして、あれほど安静にしていなければいけないって忠告してたんですが。
そうだったんですか。
私はカレンさんの主治医コリンズです。
Character introduction.
これまでカレンさんの治療を担当してきました。あなたどこかでお会いしましたか？
いや、人違いじゃないですか。
まあどうでもいいことですがね。ジョナサン・イングラムさん。大丈夫です。警察には言いません。心配しないでください。あのニュースが本当か嘘かなんて、あなたやカレンさんを見ればわかります。
あなたは俺を信じるんですか？
医者というものは本来体のことだけではなく、心の中までも診察できなければね。
ありがとう先生。
感謝するのならゴドウィン理事長にしなさい。我々は彼女に従っているだけです。それよりも彼女の容体が心配です。
Very stronger, faster. This must be the real Dr. Collins. Doesn't seem like a hitman sent by Tokugawa or anything. Karen, her skin doesn't look good, it's so pale. Her anemia is quite severe. She has bruises too. Those are caused by her platelet count being so low. This equipment displays various data on Karen. Feel free to ask me any questions you may have about her condition. Now, I'm 99.9% certain we're not touching any tits here, at least, chat. That would be horrible. Like, they would be around here, but... For fuck's sake, Kojima. Look, she must be in a lot of pain. Karen, if you want to talk about her condition, I'll give you some straight answers. Chat, we have to like explore all the content. Like I'm not any happier about this than you guys are. I'm sorry, but you cannot touch her. Please just let her rest. If she were to be taken out of this capsule, she could die. You understand that, right? Mr. Ingram, please get a hold of yourself. Okay, at least it stops there. God damn it. Is it okay if we talk? Sure. Ask about Karen's illness. Karen has aplastic anemia. Basically, there's an abnormality in her bone marrow's hematopoietic stem cells, the cells that create new blood cells, and they aren't able to produce blood correctly anymore. In her case, the cause is exposure to cosmic rays. What about her condition? I almost thought she wouldn't make it for a while there. She's suffering from appendicitis as well as several other infections because her immune system is virtually non-functioning. Her hemorrhaging hasn't stopped and she's very anemic. That's why her face is so pale. We finished working on her appendicitis with a blood platelet transfusion and high doses of antibiotics, but she won't survive like this much longer. Yeah, we need the organs from Hojo. G does, yes. Bone marrow cancer, normal tongue. Yes, she explained it better to us than the doctor before. About treatment methods, Karen was saying a transplant is the only way to treat her. Is that right? In her case, the only remaining option is a bone marrow transplant. And if you don't do it soon, it'll be too late. Give the patient radiation therapy before the actual transplant. The patient isn't sufficiently strong enough for that, the prognosis generally isn't good. Bridget there, yes. Bone marrow transplants. Karen was telling me about it. It's a complex procedure, isn't it? You could think of it as similar to a blood transfusion. We take bone marrow stem cells from a donor and transplant them into the patient's carotid artery. The operation takes about an hour. That's the easy part, relatively speaking. Before the transplant, we kill off all the recipient's bone marrow stem cells and white blood cells. We give them large doses of chemotherapy and expose their entire body to 7.5 grade of radiation. It's not as dangerous as it sounds, generally speaking anyway. Problem is finding a donor with a matching HLA type. HLA type. I keep hearing about HLA type. What exactly is that? As transplant science advanced, it was discovered that the primary cause of rejections had to do with the lymphocytes, a type of white blood cell. Specifically one's human leukocyte antigen or HLA type. In other words, if the HLA types match, the chances of transplant being successful go up. So if the types don't match, you can't perform a transplant? Yes, that's correct. HLA match probability. What are the chances of finding an HLA match? HLA types are genetically determined, so the odds of finding a match between non-blood relatives are extremely low. The rate of interracial inter-ethnic matches is almost zero. Children inherit their HLA type as a combination of their parents' HLA types. Highest rate of success is between siblings, where there is a 1 in 4 chance they'll share the same HLA type. Just to be on the safe side, there also needs to be a match between minor histocompatibility antigens. Both of these match, the success rate of bone marrow transplants is almost 70%. You don't know another name for that, your ex has that, it's kind of rare. I'm sorry to hear so fair. You don't think she's in any shape to get radiotherapy? Yeah, but this is space radiotherapy, so it's probably better. Ask about other methods. Is there no other way? Unfortunately, no. The only thing that can save Karen is a bone marrow transplant. Normally, it is possible to use a physiologically active substance such as interleukin-3 to increase a patient's stem cell count temporarily, but this wouldn't have any effect in Karen's case. The method is used in peripheral blood stem cell transplantation. It was developed in order to lessen the burden on the donor. So a transplant is the only option. Yes, only a bone marrow transplant will save her. Okay, time to implore. You have a bat circling you? Is that a saying like my mouth is full of teeth or something? What is going on? Please, please save Karen. We'll do everything in our power. Please, doctor, save Karen. I should tell you, you should still prepare yourself for the worst. Is there no other way? No.
それじゃあ、その HLA 型が適合するドナーは見つかったんですか？
これまでビヨンドの骨髄バンクを探しましたが、登録されている人の中にはありませんでした。しかし、これは違法なんですが、ビヨンドのデータをハックしたところ、カレンさんの HLA 型に適応するドナーが一人いました。ゲイツ・ベッカーという人物です。
Fuck.
ゲイツ？なんて皮肉だ。
知り合いですか？その人物に問い合わせをしたんですが、我々の要請に答えてくれないんです。
ゲイツ。
なんとかここへ連れてきてもらえませんか？
彼以外には
患者には兄弟がいないですから。ですがごく稀に
何か
両親の HLA 型の一対が偶然同一のタイプである場合、ごく稀ですが親子でも一致の可能性はあります。
Right, we need Hojo.
ただ
カレンの両親はすでに死亡している。
はい、残念ながら。それに本当のところ
何です？
彼女の戸籍や遺伝データは我々には閲覧できないようになってるんです。
徳川社員の家族だから。
ええ、たとえ医師であっても徳川の許可がないよね。
I just want to discuss the ethics here very quickly. Doctor literally says it's illegal, but I hacked the medical database. I found a guy that is a match. I requested him personally to do it. He refused, and I'm telling you all of this. And I'm asking you to talk to him. That's illegal, wrong, immoral, and unacceptable. I mean, of course, it's Gates. We don't give a fuck. It's Karen on one side, Gates on the other. Like, yeah, fuck the guy, save the girl, but it's incredibly wrong. Brain is too smooth right now. You have 4 hours theory classes when the teacher just goes off the tangent. I usually like when teachers like go off on weird tangents, but when it's like a complicated subject and you're like struggling already, you're just like, can you shut up? I'm stressed out that I can't understand this shit. And instead of explaining it, you're talking about the fucking kid's dog or something. Illegal in a lot of levels. Yeah, no, he did everything wrong. He was just like nonchalantly going off about it. I hacked and I talked to him and he refused, and I'm telling you all of this. You're like a friend who is invested, so of course you're gonna be very rational about me saying that this other guy refused to save this dying woman in front of you. Like, that's a disaster waiting to happen. Okay, let me leave, I guess. I can't leave. Can we talk a little more? What would you like to know? If you're able to get Mr. Becker's bone marrow, we should be able to save her. Other methods, another way. The only one who matches is Gates Becker. If you do in fact know him, please try to convince him. We can't force anyone to participate in a transplant.
そうです。念のためにあなたの HLA 型も調べさせてください。
ああ、気休めだが。
すぐ終わります。この血液を用意してある個体を使って HLA の番号を調べるだけです。HLA 型の検査は約5時間ほどで終わります。実際に骨髄を抜くときは少し辛い思いをしますがね。え？そんなに心配しなくてもいいですよ。今は採取した骨髄細胞を人工培養して5、6倍に増やすことができるようになりましたから、献血程度で済みます。
ジョナサン。
お、どうしたメリル？
ジョナサン、マークが星の絵を描いてくれたの。どうしてもジョナサンに見せたいって聞かないのよ。それにこの子病室にいたがらないの。
マーク、お前。
これがそうよ。この左側のバイクスーツの男はレッドウッドだわ。
右側が宇宙服の男か。
Is that a black poppy?
この花の絵は何だろう。
それが私も気になって、あの時現場には花なんてなかったもの。
花か。何の花だろ
う。もしかしてそれマークが好きなラベンダーの花かもしれないわ。
ラベンダーの花。あの時そんな花咲いてた。
He smelled lavender. So it was Chris?
ジョナサン、一つ言っておきたいことがあるの。
I told you guys.
あの時どうして撃てなかったか。
どういうことだ。
This scene is so good, man. I fucking love this one.
5年前、マークの父親を彼の目前で射殺したのは知ってるわね。そのために銃が抜けなくなったのも。
Freaking love this one scene.
ナーク中毒者だった元 AP のフローズナーだろ。
そうよ。そのナーク中毒者の名前はリドリー・レッドウッド。
レッドウッド。
Relative?
AP のトニー・レッドウッドの双子の兄。人工授精した時期は同じだけど、受精卵を孵化した時期にズレがあるから年齢が違うの。
つまりあのレッドウッドがマークの叔父になる。マークにしてみれば本当の父親と見分けはつかない。
デカ長はマークの目前で引き金を引けなかった。5年前の事件とオーバーラップして、この子の前で撃たれることが パパのマークへの謝罪だったのかもしれない。
Fucking hell.
エドはあの時なんて言ってた？撃たれた時。
確かあいつもグルだ。騙されるな。
It's the smell, it's Chris. Fucking hell. I knew that the flower, the smell of lavender would be
マ
relevant.
ークの絵の意味が分かったぞ。
I knew it was gonna be relevant.
ねえジョナサン、
Yes,
分かったのね。
I have.
誰なのこの宇宙服の男は。ジョナサン、ガソルでその人物を指してみて。さあ。
Giving Mary is painful. I always heard that. Yes. And I have the same laws. It's still immoral. That's my point. Yeah. So yeah, I told you guys, and I'm so glad. Like, I'm not good at paying attention to details, but this game just draws you inside. Did a good job. Where is everyone here? This is Ishida. This is the freaking Gates. This is Hojo and Lorraine. This is Redwood. This is Chris. Karen. Tokugawa. This is the main character. This is Ed. Mark. This is Ed's daughter. Kojima got her in the suit here. Because of course that's the... Forgot. Meryl. Marco. Not Marco. Is it Marco? I don't remember. This is Salvatore. This is Victor. And this is the guard on the entrance on Tokugawa. Dave. Dave is okay. Yeah. He lives on in our hearts. But the answer is Chris. He drew the lavender because he smelled lavender. She's the traitor. And this kind of stuff in video games where we have to point out who the perpetrator is or something like that. It's so cool, but it can be done so wrong. Which is not the case here. It is a problem on freaking... What's the name of that stupid game? Reaper. Where there's like 4 characters that can be the perpetrator and it's randomly selected. Which means nothing matters. Which is obvious because whatever you do on the first 90% of the game is irrelevant anyway. Because it's the same for everyone. Not here. We were told on chapter 2, I think, about the lavender. And you just have to remember. I did remember the wires on the bomb that Redwood showed to us. I just assumed he was telling the truth, and of course he wasn't. That was a bit dumb of me, but hey, I remember that's like half the battle. I usually don't win even that. You were expecting to have to drop a hint? No, that was easy. It was just a matter of remembering. Considering that was last week's playthrough, I'm kind of surprised I did. Alright. It's them!
そうだわ。彼女いつもラベンダーの香水つけてたもの。まさかあのクリスさんが。でもこの頃にで香水つけてる人なんて他にいない。
Yeah, no one uses it, so it has to be her.
どうして気がつかなかったんだ。
マークは知ってたのね。それで。まずいわ。彼女デカ長の病室よ。
She's always been playing.
アナ、マーク。危ないからここにいろ。
And she knew
俺はエドの病室へ行く。
when we got to the CD on the computer, she was along. And she was a Tokugawa, like, we always knew she was trouble.
クリス、よせ。エドを殺すつもりか。
いや、来ないでジョナサン。
クリス、どうして。
来ないで。それ以上近づかないで。飛び降りるわよ。
どうしてなんだ。
私。
Tokugawa has something on her.
仕方なかったのよ。
I can accept
誰
that.
に頼まれた。
徳川よ。 エドをバイオモートに。ごめんなさい。
I'll buy
そ
that.
れじゃあ石田に代わって AMM におびき寄せたあの電話もクリス、あんただな。
She was involved with the mosquitoes.
あなたみたいなよそ者にはわからないわ。ビヨンドで生きていくには、宇宙で生きていくには、徳川に身も心も売るしかなかった。ここでは誰も徳川に逆らえないわ。両親に先立たれ、残ったのは多額の負債とこの病院だけ。こんな大病院なんとかやっていくには、徳川に取り入ってこびるしかなかった。私は人として生きることを捨てたの。女の幸せも。
クリス、
それに私の息子のためにも。
She doesn't like to talk about her
息
son,
子だって。
the baby in her
あなた
arms.
も見たでしょ。
Yep, I remember that.
理事長室の写真。
Yep, yep.
あの子供の写真か。
モデル生命が危うくなったあの頃、私はもう一度マスコミの注目を浴びようと必死になっていたの。お金と政府の援助が欲しかったから。それで当時ビヨンドでも問題になっていた
Is
フロー
she
ズナーの代理母に。
Redwood's
フロ
mother?
ーズナー、まさかそれがレッドウッド。
Of course.
そうよ。彼は私が産んだ。
God damn it, Kojima.
でも
Can you settle
あの
down?
出産時の感染事故で私は二度と子供を産めない体に。あの子が最初で最後の子供。
しかし奴は政府所有のフローズナー。
ええ、トニーは政府に取り上げられた
It's
わ。
called karma.
何度も裁判したけど、
No, Karen.
あの子は取り戻せなかった。私に母親の権利は認められないって。徳川のそばにいればトニーのそばにいれる。私息子のそばにいたかった。
そのために人も殺すのか。
もう止められないのよ。私落ちるとこまで。
クリス、まだやり直せる。徳川やゲイツの悪行を、このビヨンドにはびこる悪を法廷で証言してくれ。今のままじゃあんたもバイオモードと変わらない。受け入れるだけじゃなく自分から行動するんだ。生きるってのはそういうことだろう。
できないわ、私には。
人の命を救うのが医者だって言ったじゃないか。ビヨンドの病気を、人類の病気を治してくれ、クリス。奴らに関して知ってることを全部証言してくれ。お願いだ。
私にそんなことできる？ビヨンドの病気を治すなんて。
あんたならできる。
私は
クリス。
分かったわ。ジョナサン、すべて話す。
And then she
何もかも。
dies. Killed by her own son with a sniper rifle. Not a sniper rifle, but
ジョナサン、これで証言台に立つ人間はいなくなったな。
レッドウッド。
ジョナサン、そろそろ決着をつけよう。
but it did have a scope.
俺たちは徳川ビルで待ってる。お前が勝てば本部長の小髄も手に入るぞ。死ぬのは貴様の方だがな。エドと一緒に臓器となって人様の役に立て。待ってるぞ、ジョナサン。
Come get the Chief's Meryl. Did Redwood know? He had to know. He's a psycho. I'm sure he knew. Because he wanted to be close to Act 7. Duel. It's time to do. You don't think he knew or refused to believe it? I think he knew and he's a psycho. I mean, it's been well determined that he is a fucking psycho.
デカ長は
まだ意識が戻らない。
ジョナサン、
He's not,
APIX
yes.
が徳川ビルに集結してるらしいわ。
そうだ、俺を待ってる。
味方は一人もいないわ。ここではゲーツや徳川に逆らえない。 BCP の仲間に呼びかけたんだけど。
仕方ない。
みんな知らんふりしてるわ。相手が悪いって。ジョナサン、ビヨンドを出るしかないわ。
無理だ。カレンやエドは動かせん。
ダメよ。黙って殺されるつもり？誰も助けてくれないわ。
これまで俺は人生を逃げてきた。ロレインのことも。
何言ってるの？
やり残したことがある。ロレインとの約束。
ジョナサン、勝ち目はないわ。
奴らを許せん。同じポリスノーツとして。
バカよ。ポリスノーツなんてもう過去の遺物じゃない。
ポリスノーツは俺の人生にとっては誇りなんだ。それにカレンを救うにはゲイツの骨髄が必要なんだ。
それが罠よ。ジョナサン、
I'm gonna shoot the marrow out of him. Can't keep getting away with this.
俺
Kojima!
は冷静になれない。俺は戦う。
そう。わかったわ。私も手伝うわ、ジョナサン。病院での留守番は苦手なの。
メリル、預かってほしいものがある。
嫌よ、形見なんて。
タバコだ。
タバコ？
これまでの自分を君に預けておく。
わかったわ。
ありがとう。
That cigarette is probably filthy with his saliva by now. And he has to hold on to it. Man, that's a lot of bullets. Camera zooms out. The magazine goes up to his foot. He's pissed off. He could get the bigger gun, probably has. I was... Hang on. I can't talk over this stuff.
徳川ビルか。行くぞ。
I was thinking on Killer 7 in that segment with the Russian roulette. And man, Suda 51 is just unashamed. Like, they're playing Russian roulette, they pull 6 shots. They do 5 shots, right? And the guy sends the gun to the other guy. And the other guy just gets the gun, puts it to his head, pulls the trigger, nothing happens, throws the gun back. This gun holds 7 bullets. It is like, imagine the twist! This gun holds 7 bullets! Come on, Suda. So fucking stupid. I love it. And then of course the other guy just blows his head off because he's dead hardcore. He's mortal! Here's a loose cannon! Yes. The other guy's so old for this shit. I'm not looking.
落ち着けよ、ジョナサン。落ち着け。
Because Killer 7, yes. None of these Spartans ever survived 2 weeks. I wouldn't know. Necring. Yet I haven't played the game. I think I've seen it. Shooting section. Shine! Yeah, just line up like that. Oh, fuck! Holy shit, the slowdown. I did not expect slowdown on this game. Surprisingly, it's easier to shoot in this game than on Freaker Killer 7. Even though you have to drag the cursor around, which is obviously horrible. Jesus! Didn't I kill some of these? Ah, my fingers hurt. My fingers hurt. Chat. My fingers. Someone press the buttons for me. I'll do the aiming. I'm having to hold the controller weirdly to do the reloading and the firing fast enough, I guess. It's not necessary, but it's helping me. They're respawning. Where are my grenades? I need grenades. Shouldn't there be less of them as we move on? Man, if I die and I have to do it from the beginning. Really? I thought that guy was the last guy because... Oh, that guy was still... Surprise, asshole! Ow! It's A to shoot and C to reload, so it's more efficient for me if I hold it like this. Like this. And... Like, because, I don't know, because the way I was holding was getting annoying on my fingers. I could have maybe adjusted, but I didn't have time. Ah, yes. Jonathan, maybe you could shot the last guy 3 more times just to be sure. I can switch back to shooting. Same body armor, so these are APs. Can I save? No, I... No saving, chat. No saving. I mean, that's reasonable, right, Necrine? No, let's have an army of 200 guards and send them 2 at a time. The enemy. Because 2 guys are enough 100 times. No, let's put everyone before they even get inside. If they make it past that, then fuck it, like what else can you do? No, that's the... If we have another segment with 100 guards, then it gets stupid. Good work, no, do it again. Yeah, no, come on. It's good enough. Back to the garden. Gonna have a duel in 0 gravity, chat. With redwood. Oh.
した
You dick.
死ねポリスノーツ。
レッドウッドか
Just throw a grenade in here, man. Don't be dumb. Jesus!
くそじらすつもりか
I'm stuck in the elevator. Just like explode the elevator. Like, why shoot me? The panel's totally dead. It won't let me go up or down. Can I save? No, I still can't save. It's an ad for Tokugawa Tour. Maybe this is where Ed got his idea. Yes, there was that ad. I forgot about that. The monitor is not showing anything. The display says we stopped at the 20th floor. I wouldn't climb outside at this height. Doesn't look like I can use any of the buttons. It's not gonna move. The panel short-circuited. It won't respond at all. Looks like I'll be taking the stairs. Get off.
よし、あとは歩いていくしかない。ここ駐車場か。奴らが潜んでいるに違いない。注意しよう。
It's a van, doesn't look like anyone's inside. The cars are secured to the ground with magnets in the floor. Compact car, no one is in it. This is the 20th floor, just like the elevator said. 20 more to the garden. These are security monitors for the garage. They're not showing anything. More monitors over there too. Here he comes!
おいジョナサン、どうだ？怖いだろ。
レッドウッドだな。
ああ、
ゲイツはどこだ？
本部長は40階のガーデンでお前を待ってる。だがお前はそこまでたどり着けまい。お前はこのエンプスの性能を分かっちゃいない。
なら教えてもらおうか。
なかなか物分かりがいい。楽しもうぜジョナサン。こんなゲームはめったに。
Yes, it is a video game, yes, on the Saturn. What the fuck?
なんだと？
分かったかジョナサン。生きるか死ぬかではない。何分で死ぬかだ。頼むから簡単には死ぬなよ。行くぞ。Policenauts.
Neat trick, yes. Must be fun at parties. Oh. Alright.
やつめ、エンプスを破棄したか。
He's always bleeding all over the place, this guy. Jesus Christ. These are the emergency stairs. Looks like he's escaped up there. Go upstairs. Oh, you see why this is a light gun. Snatcher also uses a light gun, but it doesn't make sense there. Here it does. Like, the shooting in this game is phenomenal.
Yoshi, おびき寄せるつもりだな。
Imagine the guy playing with the mouse and then switch to the gun, switch to the mouse.
やつは上か。
Sure do have a lot of stairs here. I don't see him from here. Yeah, we're gonna have to shoot. He's gonna shoot down from there. It's gonna be annoying. Yep. Okay, he ran, so he's up here now. Yep. Which is very fun and clever. Like, you hear him running, so he's on a different floor. Okay, he ran, so he's up here now. That's so good, actually. That's a very small target, though. Dude does bleed a lot. He's been bleeding since the prologue. He was writing shit on the dumpsters with his blood because, it has all this blood here, might as well start writing shit.
Yoshi, 30階上がるぞ。 やつめ、どこへ隠れた？
There isn't a single car here, meaning the only place for him to hide is behind one of the pillars. It also means he can see me perfectly from wherever he is. A pillar in the middle, he could be behind there. This is just like the linear rail station. Only place he could be hiding is behind one of the pillars. There's a pillar under the monitors there, maybe he's there. What about the pillar second from the back? He might be behind there. Can see him from here. Can see him from here. Can see him from here. Accidentally touches boobs again. Oh, fuck. I don't think we're gonna get more of that. Well, it could be, look, we saved your life, we got you the bone marrow. You need to let us touch your teeth just to make sure you're healthy now. There are monitors over there too. These are the same kind of monitors as the 20th floor. I can't see from here, damn. Can't tell from here. Power to these isn't on either. Okay, but then where do I... This area is still open, bad place for a gunfight. I mean, I got shot either way, so at least he doesn't have a lot of area to go for cover. As you do, yes. All out of whack. Let me adjust them. Look, it's a professional exam, yes. There's communication cables and otherwise running all over the ceiling. Do I have to show the... Not surprised. Do I have to show the stuff up here during the fight? Few microgravity air conditioners and sprinklers installed. They say this place has been built to withstand any disaster. That include me? Further floor and 10 more to the garden. I can't move, so I have to figure out what to interact with here. These redwoods, okay.
ジョナサン、聞こえるか？エドの具合はどうだ？
あいつ俺を撃てなかったぜ。バカなやつだ。俺にとっちゃリドリーのことなんかどうでもいいのにな。
やはり仇を取るつもりじゃなかったんだな。
仇？笑わせるな。俺は自分のためにしか行動しない。誰が死のうと関係ない。ありゃ芝居だ。エドをいたぶるためのな。
なんだと？
俺に復讐心があるとすれば、むしろ貴様に対してだ。ジョナサン、俺をここまでハイにしてくれたのは最初で最後だ。
You just say that.
レッドウッド、どこだ？姿を見せろ。
ここにいる。
Can I react? Thank you.
ジョナサン、デイブの腎臓は俺がもらった。なかなか健康な腎臓だよ。もともとあいつに撃たれてダメになった。俺がいただいても文句はなかろう。
レッドウッド、貴
様。
どうだ？俺を倒せる自信がなくなってきただろう。
Yes.
フローズナーは不人も。
But I'm a main character. That trumps Frozeners.
ジョナサン、俺を黙らせたらどうだ？
Yes.
できないのか？
Yes, because no one played this game before. Jonathan, he's a mother killer. Yeah, yeah, no, that's a good point you bring up.
そう、また逃げられたか。
Jonathan, if anyone knows what a healthy boob feels like, that's Jonathan. He's kind of a boob himself. More stairs, huh? Looks like he went up here. I still can't save, right? Yes, okay. So entire segment with no interruptions.
鬼ごっこは終わりにしよう。
Okay, I don't want another segment of this.
やつめ。
He's getting weak because that would be just filler if we have another one exactly like this. Never mind. What? Did I not hit him? Oh, he fell!
よし、行ってみよう。レッドウッド、それまでだな。
俺は誰にも負けん。誰も俺を殺すことはできん。
お前だけは俺がやる。
俺の生死は俺が決める。北条も北条のワイフもデイブもビクトルも皆俺がやった。悔しいか。俺が憎いだろう。殺したいだろ
う。レッドウッド、お前の殺したクリスは
俺の母親だって言いたいのか。
Of course he knew.
知ってる。
Yeah, he's a psycho, go ahead.
俺を殺すことはできないのさ、ジョナサン・イングラム。
That's a fitting end. It also means we don't have to shoot him, which makes for a good character development in a way. It's I like it, man. That's good.
残るはゲイツ、徳川。
That's not smart. Yes. He was a dog kept on a leash. I guess that's like he was pumped full of narc. So yeah. I like the Redwood arc, and I think that was a fitting end. Right? Can I save? No, of course not. Go up to the garden.
さあ、
Drug.
奴ら
Yes.
のいるガーデンへ急ごう。
Yeah, if you want to see the ending, you have to play through all of this again. You can't save midway through it. Back here.
よく来たな、ジョナサン・イングラム。
どこだ。
ここだ。ここにいる。
ゲイツ。
徳川はここにはいない。お前の相手は私で十分だ。
軍用エンプスか。年を取ると厚着したくなるらしい。
何？まだわからぬと見えるジョナサン。お前のような古い人間の時代は終わったのだ。さあ、撃ってみろ。ほら。
Don't you realize I'm the main character?
撃ってみろ。さあ、撃って。私を殺してみろ。
ここは無重量だ。反動の大きい火薬銃は使えまいぜ。何のためにここまでおびき寄せたと思う、ジョナサン。では私の番だな。遠慮なく行くぞ。
ジョナサン、急所は外した。
Because you want to harvest them.
30代の若い臓器は高く売れる。傷つけては徳川に申し訳ない。
ゲイツ。
ジョナサン、貴様らは宇宙開発のほんの表面しか見ていない。人類が大気圏外で生活するということは並大抵のことではないのだ。宇宙は我々にはあまりにも否定的すぎる。神は我々に宇宙へ出ていくだけの肉体を与えてはくれなかった。我々は48億年の時をかけて進化してきた。だが我々の科学は人類の進化スピードを追い越してしまった。我々は宇宙へ出るにはまだ早すぎる種だったのにな。
それと麻薬臓器密売とどういう関係がある？
宇宙時代の黎明期、人類は宇宙環境という大きな壁にぶち当たった。20世紀の終わりからすでに理論上の宇宙コロニー建造は可能だった。しかし問題は我々人間の側にあったのだ。過酷な宇宙環境、それによる人類の精神や肉体、臓器、遺伝子へのさまざまな悪影響。
21世紀の半ばに入ってなお大規模な一般コロニーがこのビヨンドのみにとどまっていることで想像ができよう。結局我々はホームを離れては生きていけぬ。あらゆる生命活動は地球の重力に支配されているのだ。ビヨンドでは太陽風や宇宙船による放射線被曝の影響で肉体に何らかの疾患を持って生まれてくる子供たちの数が年々急増している。これまでの宇宙開発は放射線に関してあまりにも無防備すぎた。そして肉体だけではなく人の心にも宇宙は冷酷だ。無重量によるカルシウムや窒素の喪失放射線問題はいずれ技術的に解決できるかもしれん。しかし精神への影響は今のところ何の手立てもない。今やポリスノーツの時代ではない。誰もが宇宙へ行ける。潜在的な精神障害の発生、長期間閉鎖拘束されることから来る妄想幻想、そして逃れることのできない孤独。十分に訓練された者たちでも耐え難い苦痛だ。宇宙は第二の故郷とはなり得ない。宇宙は実利的利用や科学的研究のための場でしかない。我々全員がこの環境に適応を進出することは過去の絵空事だ。これが今世紀の初めに科学者たちが出した結論だった。
その大きな壁をぶち破ったとでも言うのか。
貴様のような保守的な人間が宇宙開発を語る資格はない。人類には麻薬と臓器のスペアが必要なのだ。私は徳川と組み、奴の財力とコネクションを使い、この宇宙開発の矛盾を克服した。ここまで来るのに30年もかかった。30年だぞ。これからますます人類は宇宙へと出ていく。そうなればさらに過酷な環境と問題に直面するだろう。今に我々の取った決断と行動が賛美される時代が来るだろう。徳川も私も神がし忘れたことを代行しているだけだ。
ゲイツ、お前は神なんかじゃない。徳川に飼われている哀れな犬だ。
Shooting segment? No.
犬だと？飼い主も飼えるところもない野良犬が何を言う。いいか、このシステムは昨日や今日の思いつきではない。30年前ポリスノーツとしてこのビヨンドに派遣された時から慎重に築き上げてきたものだ。全てはうまくいっていたのだ。それはあの臆病者が北条が規律を乱した。
Dicks usually don't have spines, yes.
北条が何をした？
奴は DDS の仕事から手を引こうとした。年寄りのわがままだ。それで徳川は北条に臓器密売の話を教えてやったんだ。娘を正規の骨髄バンクでは救えんが、徳川のルートなら可能性があるとな。
だが北条は怖くなった。
我々に逆らうとはもってのほかだ。しかしあの北条の妻がユナさん、貴様の前妻だったとはな。
さんゲイツベッカー。
許さん。許しを請うのは貴様の方だ。臓器だけでもと思ったが、跡形もなく始末してやろう。私の貴重な演説を貴様一人に聞かせるのはもったいなかったがな。まあいいだろう。ジョナサン、覚悟しろ。
覚悟するのはお前の方だゲイツ。
気でも食ったか。
そこのテレビを見てみろ。
The
希望
turnabout.
通りお前の演説を全世界の人たちが聞いている。ゲイツ、
The camera
お前も
back
身の
there
破滅だな。
behind his hair.
メリル、うまく撮れてるか？
There.
ジョナサン、ざまあないけどよく映ってるわ。
なんだと？どういうことだ？なんだと？どういうことだ？なんだと？どういうことだ？なんだと？どういうことだ？
これは
The cop from the lobby.
生かしてはおかん。死ねえジョナサン。
Nice.
くたばれ警官したい。
Big round of applause for Mr. Kojima and his Ed character.
Jonathan ジョナサン、カレンの骨髄のことだが。
もういいエド。ゲイツの腐った骨髄などいらんさ。
そうじゃないんだ、ジョナサン。
そこで止まれ。
The texts came back and he's compatible. You can donate to
私を
Karen.
舐めるなと言っただろう。
徳川。
放送局は我々が抑えた。これが最後だ。諦めろジョナサン。やれ。
動かないで。
Okay, I was getting the controller back.
デカ長、みんな来てくれたわ。
あんたら見直したよ。あんたらは本物のポリスノーツだ。
バカな。何のつもりだ。
あんたももう終わりよ。このビルの周りは警官隊とマスコミが取り囲んでいるわ。デカ長。
Dipshits. Yeah. But we are compatible. The results came back with the blood. Yeah, there we go.
頑張ってください。
Your goons know when they're outgunned. That's one possibility. The other one is that they just like, yo, screw this. You know that you're probably more on the money. Epilogue. Back to okay. Disc one had not a lot of content, so that's why you go back to it, which was a theory I floated before. Does that mean we're using content from the prologue? Alright, chat. This is like very analog here. Give me a moment. Not one of those fancy schmancy people who has like ODE installed on their system so they can use an SD card. I'm going through actual CDs. Hang on. In this case, I have to store my CDs. It's not the most usable thing either. That's how you know it's real hardware. Yeah, dogs. Yes. Bark, bark. It took an army of us. Like, it's just 4. Epilogue. Knots. Alright, chat. This is just going to be storytelling, which is fine. We're going to conclude everything. Everyone's going to be happy.
現徳川グループ総裁のジョゼフ・貞興徳川がナーク麻薬および臓器密売殺人教唆の容疑で検察庁に送検されました。なお爆発のあった徳川ビルプロップは現在ご覧のように折れ曲がっていますが、調査当局によりますと崩壊の心配はないとのことです。ビヨンドへの影響もありません。付近住民への避難勧告も解除されました。まるでこの支柱は今回の徳川グループを象徴するようです。この事件によりこれからの宇宙開発に大きな問題提起がなされたことになります。 CM に引き続き BBC ではこの事件の報道特番をお送りいたします。
これから忙しくなるな、エド。定年はお預けだが無理はするなよ。
ああ、気のいいところを見計らってやめればいいさ。ジョナサン。いや、いいんだ。これカレンから預かったものだ。機内で開けてくれ。
そうか。エド、俺もお前に渡すものがあるんだ。
なんだ？
これさ、見てみろよ。
これはマークが。
ああ。
俺の顔。俺の。
エド、もう大丈夫だよ。マークはお前を理解してる。
ジョナサン、ありがとう。ありがとう。
エド。エド、話してくれないか。じゃあな、エド。元気でな。
ジョナサン、ここもいいところだ。こっちに残らんか。
いや、ここに俺の居場所はない。行くよ、エド。
そうか。ジョナサン！ジョナサン！俺たちはいいパートナーだったよな。
ああ、最高の友達さ。
ジョナサン、友達に忠告しとく。タバコはやめるんだぞ。
考えとくよ。
With the goggles. Amazing.
ということになります。BCP 上層部にまで及んだ徳川グループの汚職事件は今後の宇宙開発に大きな課題を残すことになりました。なお、徳川事件以来しばらく休養していた私、カレン北条も今日から元気に仕事に復帰いたしました。これからも変わらず頑張っていきたいと思います。応援してください。コリンズ博士から全てを聞きました。私、なんて言ったらいいか。ありがとう。私はいつもパパのそばにいます。あなたの娘、カレン。追伸、忘れ物よ、探偵さん。ママに叱られるわよ。
She fixed the clock, the watch. Yes, Dave's goggles, Junguito. You spent like 24 years in cryo? Yes, Necron. 25. I think it was 25. After the sabotage that threw him into space, he went into this capsule and was found 25 years later and brought back to life. Which is like the old trope where, okay, the main character is from present time and is shoved into the future, so we learn about the future and how it works with the main character. Like when they explain to him all this stuff, okay, this is like how this gun works, why it's illegal here, how that drug works. Research, Hideo Kojima, yeah, all the research. Because we are following the main character, and the main character knows about the future almost as much as we do. So it's a useful trope. Right, Necrony, thank you for being here. Now you need to play this game. You do! It's really freaking good. In between animation. It reminds you of Demolition Man in that regard. Yeah, it's a common resource, that storytelling device. It makes it easier to make, like, how do you make a self-insert character for the audience in a setting where that is completely different? That's the entire isekai genre is that, right? You're a regular guy in a regular world. How do you put that in the future? Cryogenics, put it in the past, time travel, whatever. Good night, Necrain. Thank you for being here. I'm gonna let the credits play. See if there's anything after that. I doubt it. I like how the game, like, I don't know, I didn't read any big differences about the PC98 version and this, other than everything that we mentioned before, like in terms of content. So if this is like the same amount of story as the original ones, that's a lot better than Snatcher. Because the original version of Snatcher it feels very incomplete compared to like what you get on the Sega CD that has the added chapter. This one is like a full package, like there's no need to have more stuff. Death Stranding next. No, we're not doing Death Stranding now. Yeah, it's kind of funny, right? I didn't do it on purpose, but we went from Suda51 to Hideo Kojima, so we're just gonna do like crazy Japanese devs retrospective with only 2 games. But this is amazing. It did say like the next generation of Snatcher, which I didn't like. I don't like seeing that kind of stuff because it's almost like you're because it's not supposed to be, okay, this replaces Snatcher. No, it's a different, like, it's a narrative game. Like, you care about the story and the characters. But if you compare it to Snatcher, I wasn't... When I talked about this before, I was saying, like, okay, it's not like it's different. I can't say it's better. There are still things that I like about Snatcher better than... Breast bouncy! 3 guys on breast bouncing. Chat, there we go. They got 3 guys on breast bouncing. They are credited specifically for that. Why can't I play Zelda Wind of Gamelon now? It's not fair. Thinking of the game, people want to more stream fair games on it because it's not fair. I'm so sorry about that, Mo. If you go here, if that's of any consolation, on the link that I just posted in chat, you can watch the VODs for my playthrough of One of Game Alone and Faces of Evil. I'm sorry you weren't here, but I'm starting Zelda's Adventure tomorrow, if that's any consolation. We got Sega Saturn shooting scenes. Good job on those. Those were good. But like I was saying, like there are different games. There are things I prefer on Snatcher. And not preferred, but I really like, and they're different here. Like the, not a big fan of. It's not a console game. It was original on the PC98, but I'm not a fan of like. This is I'm playing a console game and I have to drag a cursor around. That's one thing that I like about Snatcher. It's just menu driven. Gunfight. I'm very impressed by the gunfight. It is annoying to deal with on the D-pad because again you're dragging a cursor around. But it's so freaking awesome that you can't stand it. It does make using an actual light gun a lot more of an enticing prospect. The light gun makes very little sense on Snatcher. Can you view YouTube on stream? There's a relevant 1 minute clip on Discord. I'm gonna... for the sake of the VOD, I'm gonna clean up with the game here. And then I can try doing that. Yes. Yeah, especially because of that title, I'm gonna make sure it's not part of the VOD. As the game was finishing, directed by Hideo Kojima. I'll get to it in a moment. I just don't want it on the VOD. I mean, it's related to tits. I'm sure it is. Digital mods. Konami. But don't worry, I'm always going to click on a link that is related to tits. You can rest assured. So it's amazing that the first disc is just the.
ビヨンドと地球は一続きだ。たとえどんなに離れていても、地球との関係は不変なんだ。子は親を踏み越えて成長していくが、離れるわけじゃないんだ。俺たちはいつも近くにいる。いつも見守っている。
Developed and published by Konami. And I'm gonna stop the timer. 16 hours, 31 minutes. Longer than I expected. I enjoyed every second. There were no slow parts. Like, it's a freaking adventure game where you don't go like, oh, I have to do this, I have to do that. No, it's awesome. Like, even Snatcher has its low parts. Like, okay, I have to redo all the dialogue again. Hang on. Like, as far as this particular genre goes, it's like top tier, man. Like, freaking hell, what a game. Due to the internet being dumped on a third-party app and couldn't get a good clip tonight. Well, if you are at your computer, if you have one at a later point, you can... Like, you have like 2 weeks or something before Twitch deletes the VODs. But you can clip later, I guess, if you found anything interesting. But yeah, holy shit, man, what a freaking game it was. Because this game is not talked about as much as Snatcher or any of other Kojima works, I expected it to be okay. This is probably like not as good of a game, maybe. That's why people maybe don't talk about it as much. Like, here's a fan translation that came like 20 years after the game, and it's there, and people skip it. And man, it's good, man. It's freaking awesome. Like, I'm not gonna say it's better than Snatcher because again they're different, but it's stupidly solid. If I had to replay one of the two, I would replay this one probably. Man, such a good game, man. Such a good game. I kind of want to maybe find a English playthrough of the PC 98 original one just to see how that goes. It was the my brand comment. Yeah, that took me by surprise. That was a genuine laugh. I was not expecting that one. I almost went back and I clipped, but I find it so weird to clip my own VODs. What was I gonna clip from yesterday? I don't remember. Anyway. Fantastic stuff, amazing game, really freaking amazing. I'm gonna give this like, I'm gonna do the old corporate special. Is it 1 thumbs up? No. Is it 2? No, it's three thumbs up. And I'm gonna deem it amazingly, incredibly good shit.